Yo, what's going on, guys? It is McGuigan here, and we are back with another MLB The Show 20 Diamond Dynasty video. In this one, we have a bit of a team update, as well as kind of just like an informational video on what you guys should do for these new team affinity cards and the ones that I think are the best ones to go after and stuff like that. So this is gonna be kind of a shorter video, like a not like a tip video almost, but just kind of like a guide on what cards that I think are the best. We're gonna quickly run through all 30 of them and how you get them, obviously, and stuff and whatnot. So this is the team right now. It's changed a little bit. This isn't my official team. My main team is this right now. But I've just gotten a couple of the newer cards, so I had to switch some things around. Like I now have my cap at catcher for right now. I need to get the innings for him anyways. Plus, with the equipment I have, he ends up getting like 90 plus for everything except for speed and stealing, even just as a gold catcher. But the bench, 99 Posey we just got, I haven't used them in seasons yet. JD, McCovey, Yelich, and Reggie. And then the normal lineup. Taylor Trammell, the future stars. I will go over those cards a little bit more in depth once I actually go over them. Ryan Sandberg, Prestige Mickey Mantle. Obviously, if you guys missed the debut of him, please go check it out. It was a hell of a video. Nolan Gorman, future star. Sheffield still there, creative player. Jazz Chisholm and Ke'Bryan Hayes. And then the bench, obviously, and the rotation. We still got Kluber in there. We got Big Bruce. Bruce Gratterall. Is that how you say his name? Probably different, but I just call him either Big Bruce or I call him Adderall. So Nick Lodolo is very, very good. We still got Matz and then Brady Singer, and then the bullpen is exactly the same. Did I have Hoffman last time I did one of these? I don't know if I did. If you guys don't have Hoffman, I would definitely recommend him. But yeah, I'm practically just going to go over these future star cards and kind of the ones that you should aim to go after and which ones I think are the best. So first of all, how you get them, if you guys do not know, so the team affinity. Let's go to a team that I have maxed out. So I have the Toronto Blue Jays maxed out here. So the stage one, you have to have stage one at 70 out of 70. So you have to be able to get, I believe Vlad is at, is it 50 for the cards? I believe it is. You need 50 points, and then you get 60 for that, and then 70 for that. So you have to get 70 out of 70 so you can do missions, exchanges, do the collection for the live series. There's moments and you can get March and October. That's how you earn them. So once you get 70 out of 70, it should put you here. You should get the six team affinity packs, and then it starts off, so you get a nameplate for the team. This is for every team, by the way. So you get a specific diamond nameplate for the team. You get 3 more team affinity packs. You get a ballin pack. You get 3,000 stubs, and then you get another card. You get a future stars card, whatever one that is. So for the stage 2 missions, you can get either innings offline or online with just any player from that team. There are stats for the face of the franchise card that was in stage 1. So for the Blue Jays, if you get 10 hits with Vlad Jr. online, you get 5 points towards it. That is not repeatable. Tally hits with Blue Jays players, you get 5. And then obviously it's still the showdown exchanges, so you get the vouchers from showdown, you can exchange them. And then just the normal player exchanges like they were the last time. So it's pretty straightforward. You get 50 out of 50 and you get a future star card. I believe I currently have 9 of them somewhere around there. So that is how you get them. And I will just kind of go through quickly which ones I think are the best and which ones to go after. So um, none of these really lower tier guys are really that good. I went after Smith just because I'm a Jays fan and I tried to discover him and I didn't even do that. So Daz Cameron, not really great. He's an okay defender. I guess if you're a Tigers fan, you can go after him. Kevin Smith is definitely underwhelming. I don't know why they hate the Blue Jays when it comes to cards like these. They gypped Vlad and then they just gave us a very underwhelming Kevin Smith card. Jorge Mateo is not bad. He's pretty good against lefties. He's got a lot of speed, so if you're an A's fan, definitely go after it. Medina doesn't look terrible. He's got a sinker and then a slow curveball. Good per nines. The walks per control are a little bit low compared to like how you would want it, but 93 sinker with an 83 changeup. That's not bad. It all depends what kind of motion he has and stuff like that. Zach Brown's not very, but Zach Brown's probably the worst one. He doesn't have a good pitch selection at all. Uh, Ryan Rolison's not bad. Hard throw, not a hard throwing lefty, but he's a lefty. Pretty basic pitch selection. If he's got like a weird release, I guess he kind of would be okay. Bobby Dalbec is a very good one. Very good fielder. A lot of power, good contact. Not good contact. Pretty like okay contact, but good power. Low vision, but vision doesn't matter in this game. And then, as I said, he's a great defender. So if you guys like Joey Gallo type cards like that with a little bit smaller PCIs, Dalbec is probably very good for you. Dane Dunning doesn't look terrible as well. 92 sinker, 94 fastball, curve, slider, and changeup. That's definitely not a bad selection. The thing is with the pitchers, you kind of want to have to face them before you like make a decision on getting them, just because you don't know how tough they are to face. Luis Garcia, I mean, there's a lot of cards like this that they release where they're not really excelling in one position. He's good against righties, 108 and 81, but not a terrible card if you're a Nats fan. Ryan Mountcastle's pretty solid for a first baseman. You probably want to keep him at first base though, just because of his defense and his speed. You don't really want him elsewhere, but there's better options at first base. But Mountcastle, he looks like a solid option. Clark Schmidt, another one of those pitchers. He's got a little bit more walks per nine in control than some of the other ones that we've already showed. Some of the sinker ballers, they really want this game to be sinker heavy, and I mean it already is. You guys seen in the rotation, every single pitcher that I have in the rotation has a sinker. So that's just how important it is. This card throws pretty hard off speed compared to some of the other ones that we've shown. So I don't know if that would be a problem or not. Urquidy, I don't know how to say his name, but very good watts per nine, very good control, good K per nine. The hits per nine is a little bit low, and it's a little strange seeing someone with a changeup as their main pitch. I think if he had like a cutter or a sinker, or even just like a two seam, something to kind of like throw right-handed batters up, I think he'd be a little bit better. But this is actually a card I wouldn't mind trying. I might give him a whirl sometime this week. Josh Jung, I mean, he's a bit of a weird card. He's got reverse splits for a righty. He's got more power on the against lefties. He's an okay fielder. 80 fielding's pretty well like the lowest that you'd want for third base. Not a terrible card. If you're a Rangers fan, definitely go get him. Heloy Ramos. I don't know how to say his first name. Not a bad card at all. Pretty good for a fielder. 81 fielding, 89 arm is very good. 78 reactions is a little bit low, but 81 speed, you should make up for that a little bit. And pretty solid contact and power as well. He looks like that Trey Mancini card from the face of the franchise of the Orioles, except he can actually field and he's got a bit of speed. So that's like a good comparison for him at the plate. So I think he's going to be a very good option, especially he looks like he'd be a very good BR card. Andreas Jimenez, shortstop, pretty solid. I mean, good defense, good speed, good contact. If he's got a nice swing, he's probably going to be very good because 62 power and 55 power is a little low, but you can get away with that this year. There's a lot of guys with, like high 60s, low 70s power that are very good. Just look at Raul Mondesi, for example. He kills everybody. So Jimenez doesn't look bad, for sure. Nico Horner, I don't know if I'm saying that right, kind of in the same boat. Not as good as a fielder or speed as Jimenez, but has a little bit more power against lefties. Bit of a weird card this, but definitely not bad if you're a Cubs fan. He should be good. I think he's better off at second base than anywhere else. So keep him in his primary position. Make sure that defense stays above 80 overall. Now we're getting into some of the ones that I have used. Evan White I have not used. It's a little weird seeing a first baseman with 80 speed and 95 fielding. So he's got the contact. The power's lacking a little bit, but this card looks like a very good option for first base, especially if you want someone much more versatile than your normal like Matt Olson or Giambi or Stargell or McCovey, stuff like that. So Evan White definitely looks like a solid option. Nolan Jones is a very, very, very good card in this game. Him and Gorman are very similar. I went with Gorman instead of Jones though, just because Gorman is just he's just a little bit better. He's a little bit more filled out, but this card is absolutely insane. I think you're better off putting this card at first compared to third just because of the 79 fielding, but this card is genuinely insane. I couldn't recommend him enough. Onto a couple pitchers here that we've used. Brady Singer, I used him for one game. He was pretty solid. I really like his walks per nine, and there's not really a bad thing about this card statistically speaking. I also like that he has 103 stamina. So he's got the sinker, slurve, fastball, changeup. Um, One of the best pitch selections, sinker, slurve. His slurve moves a ton. Very, very good card. Having a 92 sinker and then a 79 changeup with a hard breaking slurve. It's very good. I think he's gonna be better served as like bring him in like halfway through the game kind of guy instead of starting him. But this guy, okay, look, I used him for a game and he started off incredible and then he got to like 70 pitches and he turned into an absolute fucking nightmare to try and control. So Bruzdar, he's got outlier. If you can control this card, you will shut your opponent down. His sinker can hit 102 miles an hour. So can his fastball, and I'm telling you, I faced him on the game that I used him. Sorry, I also faced him. I put up 6 on him, I think, but Buddy was hanging everything over the plate. If you can keep stuff from hanging over the plate with this card, you're gonna have success. You're gonna have success. Sorry, because his sinker and his changeup look exactly the same coming out of his hand, and his sinker is 102 and his changeup is 85. That is ridiculous. If you can control this card, you will have immense success. I cannot say success apparently, but he is going to be incredible if you can control him, and I can't wait to use him more. So onto a couple cards I haven't used. Brandon Marsh, he looks okay. There's nothing really that stands out about this card. Not bad though if you're an Angels fan. Kyle Wright looks like another very good option. He's probably going to be the next one that I go for. Kind of in the same boat as Bruzdar, except he doesn't have outlier obviously, but the walks per nine and control could be a little bit higher I think, but very good pitch repertoire. Fastball, slider, curveball, sinker, changeup. He's kind of another one that I would like to see or face and then go from there. Jazz Chisholm, I was so excited to use this card, but if you guys know me, you know that I love the face the franchise Tatis. I swear by that card. I think he's the best card in the game. Whenever I use another shortstop, I I, I don't know what happens. I get it's only 13 plate appearances, so I want to use him for at least another couple of days before I make a final decision. But this card is he's genuinely perfect, man. There's nothing wrong with this card. Great speed, great fielding for a shortstop. Unreal against righties. He's still decent enough against lefties. He meets that power threshold. I hate myself that I'm struggling with this card right now, but I definitely want to give him a little bit more time before I make a final decision on him. Alec Thomas, not a bad card. Very well like the Taylor Trammell card I'm going to show you. He's not as fast. You would have to put this card in left field, in my opinion, just because of his arm. Good enough power, good contact. Definitely a really good card. He is the Diamondbacks one, isn't it? Yeah. So if you're a D-backs fan, for sure go after that card. That's a very good card. And then Taylor Trammell, you can kind of see the resemblances. I think Trammell's definitely better. He meets the power threshold against righties. I believe he has a little bit more power against lefties. Yeah. So Taylor Trammell for sure. 103, 95 contact, 82, 69 power, 92 fielding with 94 speed and stealing in left field. He is the perfect left fielder in this game, in my opinion. I did have Reggie Jackson there, and so far, I only used him for one game. He went 2 for 3, so you kind of have to give him a little bit more time to make a decision. But so far, so good, and I've heard a lot of people like him so far, so I'm very excited to keep using that card in the leadoff spot. Alex Kirilloff is another one. He looks very solid for first baseman. Mashes righties, has a little bit lacking power against lefties, but everything else about this card is fantastic. You can even put him in the corner outfields if you feel like it. Alec Boehm is the event card. Then we get into the kind of bigger ones here. So Nick Lodolo, hard throwing lefty for the Reds. His per nines are incredible. 97 hits per 9, 100k per 9. Walks per 9 in control are a little bit low, but I used him one game and he absolutely dominated on Legend. He created a lot of swing and misses. And Buddy had, you see he faced 20 batters and 16 of them were righties, and he only gave up 2 hits. So there you go. He was absolutely lights out his first game. I would definitely want to give him a couple more tries before I get like an analysis on him. But so far so good for Nick Lodolo. Sinker, slider, four seam changeup. Um, he's funky. He's kind of got like a Chris Sale type release where you can't really tell out of the hand, and he's obviously going to be better than Chris Sale because he's got a sinker. He's got he's going to be better. So. So far, so good for Lodolo. Vidal Brujan, I actually have in a BR run right now. Very solid card. I might want to try him out at second. I'm not sure. But I have Sandberg there right now, and I can't see this card replacing Sandberg. But good fielding, good speed, good contact. Power is a little bit lacking. He's kind of like Madrigal, except he can be a switch hitter. So, definitely not a bad card for sure. Brian Hayes, I have not used yet. I just got him this morning. One of the best defenders in the game for third base, and he's got good contact. The power's lacking a little bit. It's just the defense on this card. 99 reactions and 98 fielding is insane for this card. I can't wait to see what kind of animations that this card gets, but I'm definitely going to give him a shot. I have him in the 8 hole right now. I feel like if I like cards like Tatis, I'm going to love a card like this. Righties with, not great, not over the top hitting stats, but he can still get the job done. And then only one more left here, and it's my favorite one so far. Nolan Gorman. He's my first baseman right now. 102 contact against righties and 108 power against righties, with 81 contact against lefties and 94 power against lefties. With decent fielding, he's definitely suited more as a first baseman than he is a third baseman. And I'm not going to show you my stats of him because tomorrow I will have his debut up, and he went off. And I cannot wait for you guys to see it. So let me know what you guys think of these Future Star cards for the Stage 2 Team Affinities. How many do I have? 9? I have 8, sorry. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments of these Team Affinity cards so far. And that's the end of this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to drop a sub if you are new, drop a like if you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, and I will see all of you beautiful bastards in the next video, man. Peace out.